Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, I hope you're having a good week thus far. I know it's hump day. It's Wednesday here as of uploading this, but this is a question that's heavily influenced by a client of mine that I had not too long ago. She was debating whether or not to keep or move on from her significant other. Now, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Wink, wink. Um, and I am not encouraging anybody to take action based off anything that, again, entertainment purposes only. And that and yeah, just I'm just gonna relay on what the cards say. Okay, it's if and so that's all for now. I hope you picked your pile. We're gonna go on to pile number 1 right now. Oh, before oh before but before we do that, let's go let's before we move on to the piles, let's strike the bull in. Because I know this is very sensitive stuff, very personal. Alright, I hope you picked your pile. We're gonna go on to pile number 1 right now. Pile number 1. How are you? So we're gonna get down to whether or not you should keep or find a new significant other. Again, I'm not responsible for anything that happens. This is just solely based off of the cards. And so let's strike the ball in. Let's get to the details here. Three of Ariel, do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career and artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Oh, okay. Seven of Michael, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best. Review all the details. Okay. Ace of Gabriel, a gift, passion, opportunity, and an inspiration, the chance of doing something amazing, a sense of wonder. Ooh. Nine of Raphael, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from drama of others. Have patience for yourself and those around you. Okay. Five of Gabriel. Knight of Gabriel. Take time to take action. Great passion for a cause instinctively knowing just what to do. Nine of Gabriel, stay determined to move forward, be prepared for any possibility environmental activism. Okay, so this is saying that okay, thus far you've been contemplating moving on at the very least. At least for a while, or maybe yeah, it's you've been considering it at the very least, if you haven't done it already, because this person, like, how should I say this? They do sort of love you, but they kind of love you just for a few characteristics. They love you. How should I say this? Actually, no. They love for who you were once upon a time, but you have just become very independent. And I don't mean like and I don't mean like as in you don't need them, but you started to become your own person. You started to become thinking for yourself, and you started to be the one taking more of control of either the relationship or the finances or whatever. You started being the alpha in this pack, in the family, or at least in the group or the couple. So your significant other has been pretty threatened by that. You're always trying to like improve, and that's the thing. You're not trying to improve just saying, oh well, I can do better than this. As in like, oh, I can do better than you. Oh, you're not what you used to be, this, that, or the other. Or it's like, no, they are what they always were. And the thing is that you've just grown. As you've lived life, you've grown and grown and grown. This person just stayed put. You might have been blind to this, and this is exactly what has gotten you here for and kept you here for so long. But you're actually looking at you've grown. You're not looking for something better, like in terms of, oh, I can do better in terms of money or status or your comfort or whatever. That's not what it was. It's more like this person just doesn't complete you. They might have completed you for like a little amount of time. However, it wouldn't shock me if this you've been kind of hesitant to break out of it because it's just something that you're absolutely used to. And but the thing is that a challenge you can resolve. So you've been having a lot of fights. You've been having a lot of controversy, and whether or not to be with this person, or this person might even have controversial views or controversial perspectives on life, and they may not be as supportive, and I think this person is saying, hey, you've changed, and they're not in support of that change. You've supported them, but they haven't exactly done the same thing for you in return. So, but can they come around? Let's see ultimately in the end here. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. I think you kind of know where this is going. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Playful. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. This. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Surrender. At times we must surrender to the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it'll all work out. You see, this is what's been going on. You've had these great, wonderful, sacred things with your significant other, but the cards are basically saying it is time for a new beginning. Whether if that's with the same person, but if the same person is too stubborn to move on and they're saying, hey, you know, they don't want it to move on and they kind of like and this is just like a disservice to you or a non-service to you, whatever. I mean, it is time to move on and look, because you've outgrown them, basically. They don't like the new you. They're not embracing the new you. They might be mooching off the new you. They might be like saying, oh, this person is put a whatever derogatory term for either gender, and that's what it is. You want a new beginning. You want something playful, and you just need to surrender to that. You need to surrender to the fact that things are going to get better. You might be kind of hesitant to because you might be comfortably numb, and you might be hopeful, but I'm not saying hope is a dangerous thing, but it can be a dangerous thing, especially if it leads to a form of delusion. But no, there's something inside you saying, hey, I need change. This person isn't changing, and it's not conforming to my it's not exactly benefit, but to my well-being. And I don't mean like just materialistic well-being, but like the emotional and supportive well-being. So let's see. Children. Your love life will be affected by children. What is also to come with this new beginning? So children, very soon. Clearly decide what you want, so that way it comes to you now. Okay. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you have experienced more love in your present moments. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So basically the new change is coming soon, and you may actually, this could also be, now correct me if I'm wrong, but this is based off what uh, this the cards are saying. This came up here, children. It wouldn't shock me if you are wanting a family with this significant other, and they're saying, I don't want to have a family, whether if it's like adoption or birth, naturally, and procreation, all that stuff. They're kind of saying, that they don't want to, but you kind of want to, but you sort of want to, but then, and it's like and you might have come up from religious or what they quote unquote call conservative values, but it's because you want to carry on, you want something to precede you. You want to carry on, whether if it's a legacy or something to help benefit you. And believe it or not, this person is kind of like distant, and they're saying, they don't really want to deal with that because it costs a lot of money. Which it does. Bringing up a family costs a lot of money, but it can also bring in a lot of money. Family is very it's an investment, basically. But just because that's their path and not yours, it's time to actually just like forgive and learn from the fact that, hey, you know what, I've been through this sort of relationship where it's not where both parties are not in agreement. So it's basically, you know what you want, they know what they want. They don't and it's not cooperative. It's not going to work. So that's hence why, at least based off of the cards, it is time to move forward. And again, this is just again, this is just from the cards itself. If this is applicable to you, pile number one, and please leave in the comment section below. Okay, so what's the letter from Spirit here? Dearest, you have a secret to share with you. If you act as well, if you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave, and you will have courage. Act as if you're loved, and you will be a magnet for love, and experience the love spirit, the love of Spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world, interact with it, and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person you want, who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were truth. Don't worry about conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic, or barren. These are temporary and do not even count, and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be for you already are. That's the real secret. Your infinite potential, loving you rainbows explode in the ether. Wow, that is a powerful spirit. So basically, just basically, move on and just things will manifest. Not everything is going to go smoothly initially, but you know who and what you are. You know who and what you need. And this person is not supporting nor of that. So I think the cards are saying it's blatant. It seems to be pretty obvious what the cards are saying here, and even what Spirit is saying. Uh, it's gonna be rough, but all you have to do is just basically say, you know what, I'm not gonna be used to this, but things are gonna get better. There's nowhere but up from here. I hope you liked that reading, pile number 1. We're gonna go on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, how are you? So, to keep or find a significant other. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Wink, wink. And the what are the conditions? Not just what are the conditions, but this is a very personal. This is a very personal thing, and I hope it goes. This reading goes well, but I just know that it is for the bearers. So I know this is very touchy again. So let's go through this and. The world, a very happy ending coming full circle, spiritual growth inside. Wow, Archangel Michael. The moon, Archangel Haniel. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. King of Michael, principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectively are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls on honest and open communication. Okay. Queen of Ariel, nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. Okay. The Chariot, Archangel Metatron, determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. Justice, Archangel Rigel, fight for justice and equality, ruling may be in your favor, don't give up. Page of Gabriel, energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Follow your passion, you are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. This, what I'm getting here is that this is your significant other might be a piece of work. This whole relationship that you've been in is kind of a project, but you saw what the potential was. You saw what they could be, and how it can unfold, and just you. It could be financial. It can be a little social. It could be like there are just some differences between you two, and it wouldn't shock me if there's like a lot of, like, again, financial issues, or and even some, like, and you it wouldn't shock me if you've been having a lot of fights. You've been having a lot of, like, oh my god, like, we're you in debt, or like we're going to be in debt. We can't stop, we can't keep spending like this. I understand this, that, or the other. And they're also just like, you two might have different perspectives of on how to help progress certain things, especially financial and even love reasons. Um, you both have a vision, and you both want the same thing. However, the formulas and the ideals may not always be in sync with each other. So just because it's extremely challenging and infuriating doesn't mean that you should throw in the towel. Again, this is what the cards are saying. I am not responsible for anything that happens. Um, just uh, just but the world is in your hands, and also so much despite these challenges, you know that ultimately is not just rewarding, but this person is the person. It's your person, and it's just you're just in a rough spot right now. You might, there even might be like tons of arguments, tons, and you're just wanting to take a breather, wanting to take a break from them, but that doesn't mean that things will not be resolved. There is a way out. There is a, and I don't mean like a way out of your relationship. I'm saying there is a way out of this bad situation, and it's only going to get better from here. It goes up and down, up and down. You're kind of like in the down areas right now because of again, financial and other factors. Other factors including the way to pursue such things. They might be it might be religiously based. It might be just different upbringings, because one thing that I do know is that people who come from uh, more on the wealthier side are not as money savvy as someone who is not as fortunate. I'm pretty much the latter, and so I'm doing my best to be money savvy, but they're not. And they're saying, "Oh, like, money is like for spending. We should buy this. We should buy that," and you're blah 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 blah. And you're more like conservative and saying, I kind of, if I do spend money, I kind of want to invest it in something that can possibly blossom, like some sort of stock, like a, or like a, or just you, or just something that might gather up in value, you, to get even better. Because I mean, like, they may or may not come from upper, if not upper middle class, to and you're not, and you're the opposite, or vice versa. You might come from upper class, and or middle class, and they come from like low class, and so, and they might be the ones being conservative, and you're saying, okay, why Why is that? We should be going out to like these dinners. We should be going out to be doing this other stuff. And they're saying, no, 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 no. We need to conserve. We need to conserve. Or again, either you say that or they're saying that. One of you are. One of you is, I should say. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Give thanks to the blessings of love soon to come your way. You know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Criticizing one another will only lead further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Must I say more? I guess so. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So, ultimately, this does seem like you should keep this person. You may have different views, but you also are very passionate and compassionate towards each other. However, and you both bring balance to one another. However, again, you might be like on the rocks because of different views or different ways of how to pursue certain things, which, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all, actually. And, ultimately, deep down, that this is for the better. Like, like how they say, like, opposites attract, right? You may not understand that, and you might not understand the reason why they're being more savvy, or one of you is being more savvy than the other. But again, that stems from different upbringings. But both of you, in terms of like, but ultimately, that you ultimately love each other and care about each other despite your differences. It's just because you have a different way of pursuing life doesn't make it wrong. And that deep down inside. That's why you love this person, and they love you. They love you because you're different. They love you because you fill in the holes of one another. One of you has the wisdom, while the other one has one has the spiritual wealth. The other one has the literal wealth, the economic wealth, which isn't bad. And it wouldn't shock me if you both had arguments of like, for example, oh well, a little bit of a little tug of war of who has what and who's been through what before, like this compare and contrast. The fact of the matter is that both of you you're both the same, but in different circumstances. You're both wealthy, but in different ways. And just because the circumstances and the all this other stuff is different doesn't mean that you should just like separate each other. You know how deep down inside that you complete each other. You what one has, the other one doesn't. You fill each other's holes. And because of that, you become whole. And it's infuriating. I can understand that it's infuriating at points, or frustrating. But you know deep down, but that's what where you have to do. Look inside yourself. Understand that you both don't come from the same circumstances. And you know that. You acknowledge that, but it's just sometimes hard to embrace. And sometimes hard to accept. I mean, just because you acknowledge something doesn't mean that you accept it. And so here we go. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Passion. Allow your heart and soul and joy to sing with. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of and expectation. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. You see how, and this is exactly what I've been saying here throughout. You might think that this person is being deceitful, and they're wearing a false mask. It's like, are you sure you this, that, or the other? But it's again, it's very, very challenging, and it's like, look at how it's like good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. It's like it flips back and forth, but that's because of the opposites. And it might honestly make certain things a lot more difficult because you have polar opposite ways of pursuing life. However, you're attracted to each other because of each other's chemistry. And I also not only believe, but one of you is not, even though so you should keep each other, basically, because you're being tested. This person completes you, but they also test you. And also keeping your ego in check, and you do that for them as well. Just kind of like understanding that not everybody just because you come from a different background doesn't mean that you can't love each other. Doesn't mean that you can't have a loving chemistry. And if anything, it allows you and them to grow. That's what. So even though it goes back and forth like it expands and contracts and expands and contracts like crazy. It just a lot of this you should keep this person, especially because it's teaching you how to grow. It's teaching you to actually look within yourself, and that's what you do to them too. You challenge each other and you help each other grow, and that's very, very, very important to in any sort of relationship, to be honest. Now, a postcard from Spirit here. Dearest you, there are times where you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. Yeah, but if you feel like if you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. Yes, this is right now time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. Chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We love you so much. We really do. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Bright lights. Allow your eyes to just carry on special one. A beautiful life awaits. Loving you so much. That's what I was saying earlier. Learn to adapt to these challenges. You might be in denial that there's something that you're in denial about. What that is, I cannot, and that is what's creating like these differences. You kind of want to be with this person, but you also don't want to be with this person because of the differences. But there's this charm. So I mean, there's an inner fight with that's going on with you right now. All you have to do is just as what the message from Spirit said. You look within yourself, because it takes two to tango, as I always say, or as they say, I should say. Don't just say that this isn't working because of them. It's also not working because of you. And I know that's a very bold thing to say, but you know what? I'm not sugarcoating that kind of stuff here. I know I play a factor. If I ever am in a relationship, I know I'm gonna be responsible for and have a hand in for whatever happens. And but you know what? Again, there's nowhere but up. I understand this is very frustrating, but again, the cards and even Spirit is saying, stick with it. It's challenging, it's rough, but that doesn't mean that you should throw in the towel on this. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you liked that reading, pile number 2. I mean, that was very, very encouraging. We'll go on to pile number 3 here. Pile number 3, how are you? So, keep or no keep in this relationship? I know this is very, very, this is a very, personal and can be, and this can be, I can end up saying something that you may or may not want to hear. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Wink, wink. So, and I know this is a very sensitive topic, so let's just see it. Erase this. Erase the energies and erase the agitation. And release the nervousness. This is nothing to be nervous about. You're safe. 2 of Raphael, 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Ooh, okay, well, okay, we got our answer. Just kidding. There is very much to be grateful for. Financial success and promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. Ooh, okay. 8 of Michael, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. Okay, it's fascinating. 7 of Ariel, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and plans for your next endeavor. Okay. The Empress, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious and abundant resources. Three of Gabriel, prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So based off of all these cards, and again, I'm just going off of the cards here, so take this with a grain of salt. I mean, the answer is basically yes, because because here's the thing. You've invested so much time and so much energy into this person, and you've set up a future. It wouldn't shock me if this person is someone that you've had around for so long, and you may have been kind of like doubting and saying, should I move on from this person? Because I mean, like, I feel like that just like nothing is changing and nothing is progressing. Nothing is just, they're just, I'm just living, what is it? I'm just going with the flow. I'm nothing significant. There's nothing significant going on. It's the same routine. Blah, blah, flip and blah, and there's no excitement, and you're just, and you just kind of feel like you're, like, there's no, like, this relationship has no significance. This relationship has a lot of significance. It's just you've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and I know this is cliche to say, but it's Groundhog Day all the time. And it's like, what is progressing? Why can't we do these things? Why isn't this thing exciting? It may be Groundhog Day, but every single day you're investing in your future with this person, and it can be like socially and also economically, but it's just become so routine, and you're just like you feel like nothing is changing. But the fact that the matter is, ipso facto, um, it is changing. It's getting better. Just because things seem to stay the same doesn't mean that they're not progressing. It's progressing, and all the financial stuff, and everything that you've invested in is the fruits of the labor are about to blossom, and about to I want to say erode, but I don't know if that's the right word, but it's going to become a lot more obvious, and it's going to reveal itself very much. Right now, you're kind of like iffy. It's like, seriously, should I seriously keep dealing with this? And the answer is thus far yes. It just, you feel like you're just going with the flow, and it's nothing, nothing's happening. So here, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised at where it leads. And thus far, that's what you've been doing. You have been going with the flow, and you just are kind of reluctant, or you're just kind of resistant to it because you don't see anything anything changing. But it is changing. It's just happening underneath your nose. The past is now behind you. Release and embrace the new possibilities. A new path is now available for you. Follow it with faith. Now, even though that's more in terms of love and stuff like that, it's also, in this context, it's like time to like start seeing like more it's time to like open up your own, start a new path in terms of your perspective, and in terms of your mind, and in terms of things, because again, you might be just so used to like the hunt and gather aspect that you're not so used to just like enjoying this thing, and it's been enjoying the fruits. But that doesn't mean acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no problem in trying to change that of which is beyond our control. Okay. Embrace. Through each other you find the missing piece. Power. You instinctively know that you instinctively know what is right for you, and have the power to say no, or to walk away at any time. Twin flames, your passion ignites. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Even though, again, the excitement is not really there, it's about to get exciting. They do love you, and or you may love them as well. And I guess it's just not expressed. You know what I mean? I guess based off of this, you might have had contemplations of because you kind of want to be shown that all this love and all this time invested has actually have has meant something. So you might be contemplating and saying no, even though this is an absolute yes, because it's very, very stoic. It's not very it doesn't this relationship is not very emotional. You two might be emotionally distant, but love each other ultimately in the end. And there's some relationships that are like that. They're just like in their own worlds. They're in their own ways of thinking and doing, and they're kind of like separate and different apart. But the chemistry and the balance that they bring to each other is what keeps them together. And just and also, you both might be having working different jobs, and so you don't really get to communicate with one another. But the thing is that you're investing, but you communicate just enough to keep you two together. And just because there's a little lack of communication, and because you two are doing your own things and you're living your own worlds, that doesn't mean that you just need to end it and look for the excitement. Because I understand people need excitement, and it shouldn't be very stoic and blasé and bland. But this is investment for the excitement, basically. You both are just like very hyper focused in the ultimate goal, that the excitement, that you're just caught up in the process, and you're not embracing the excitement, even though there is a lot of excitement brewing. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. That is exactly what is going on here. Stay optimistic about your love life. Passion, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. This, even though the last card implies others, I would say start flirting with your significant others, because it's been so boring, because you've been so focused, because of all this. But again, it's been bland, I guess, because again, this is for like what the cards are saying, so don't take any. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But you should actually start flirting with your significant other. You should start, like, even just break the routine and basically have a romantic night, and just like probably ignite what got you together in the first place. Because I have a huge feeling that something and somewhere, the love and this attraction that you both initially had was just lost in survival and lost in occupation, which is not uncommon, to be honest. It's actually quite common. People start struggling with their marriages because they're just so into themselves and so into the situation, so into just like doing the work and like not putting in time, being more dedicated to their work than they are to each other. And the thing is that some the one of you, either you or them, might feel like they're forgotten. So that's why you should be flirting. Sit like a Billy, like a not Billy I well yeah Billy Idol, and who did a cover of Simple Minds. Don't you forget about me. That's what that's what you should be doing. Always remind your significant other about you, and also just try to be try to ignite that spark again. That you can, that's possible. Dearest you, selfless giving is as wow, okay. Is an exhilarator to okay, selfless giving it is an exhilarator to so sweet and life giving and amazing that is that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt release. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than an exercise of the heart. You will be you will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange. No temper no temper so temper your expectations. So temper your expectations. Sorry again, the lighting here is not the greatest. uh know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet inter interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so much over here, and that is exactly what's going on here. It's There's a lack of communication, and one needs to reach out, and that's kind of why things are, you might be having like hanging in the balance on certain things, but ultimately uh it should be you two should be together. So yes, you should, but you should keep this should be a keeper. However, but you just need to work on. I'm understanding based off of this reading that there's that communication is something that is lacked, which actually leads to a lot of dysfunction and a lot of like confusion and a lot of discouragement and a lot of just like, what's going on here, confusion, all of that kind of stuff. And it makes people kind of contemplate, maybe I should be with someone else. The answer is no, you don't. You just need to you just need to give yourself a loud, you just need to pick up the volume of your voice a little bit louder. And I don't mean like shout or anything like literally, but just I mean like start giving your input on certain things. Start, because instead of being silent about your perspectives or how things should go, uh, it would be actually kind of smart if you voiced your opinions. Hey, why don't we do this? Hey, what if we start doing this? Hey, because you're and if they're or even if you're on the receiving end of that, you're why don't you express to them and say, hey, if you have any ideas, just express them to me. There's you might have been on the fence in this relationship because again, there's a lack of communication. There's some disconnect here, and the disconnect is the communication. I know I said that multiple times, but it's not dead. Okay, you're nothing that you're going through, what you're going through, and is fine. It just needs to be. It just needs work on communication. And it's not. And it's like. And if it's not communicating, maybe try like do like change your ways of communication. And they should do the same thing as well. Don't be nervous. Don't just conform. And if there's something that's needed, voice it over. And they should do the same. And you should welcome their voice as well. Only then. Just not only then, but if that happens, it's gonna be a lot more phenomenal than you think. Honestly, it will. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed all this video and reading. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.